say I'm gonna be, like I need to work to get to. That's not how you become great. You gotta do it now. You gotta be great now. I'm thinking about how I'm about to put them in the position to really feel me. You know what I mean? It's like nah, Pete, not like that. Pause. They know what's coming. You know what I mean? Pause. You gotta do great now. You gotta think, I'm gonna do the best now. Pursue excellence now. Because that's the only way. That's the only way you can truly be great. You know what I mean?
Alright, so we out here with Jerison. Jerison, how you say your last name?
GARDUWAR. So my full name is Jerison Baaking GARDUWAR. I go by Baaking mostly. I like my African name. I like to write my Liberian words.
So what like class are you in when it comes to boxing?
So right now I'm a novice, and then it works as I'm an amateur first and foremost. So it goes novice and then open, and then you need 10 fights to be considered an open fighter. So right now I only got 3 fights. After today, we're gonna be 4, and we're just gonna keep racking them up, get it open. You know, we're gonna make things happen. That's the plan.
So what motivated you to get into boxing?
I mean, I've always loved like martial arts and combat sports. I mean, ever since I was like 4 years old, my pops would put on these old kung fu movies. I'm not even talking like Jet Li. I'm talking like the old ones, like when they jump, you see the string. You know what I'm saying? Like the old kung fu Shaolin Temple Jones. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I watched them Jones. I watched some just pro boxing matches, and I was just infatuated with it, bro. I was infatuated. I played a lot of sports, but it took some time to really get my parents to like hop on the boxing stuff, because you know, Liberians, so they were scared. They're like, no wrestling on it. I was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? But then after they saw me box for the first time, they were fully on board. They supported it right away. They were like, nah, yeah, the truth. And I was like, yeah.
So what was some of the things you had to do to get your parents on board?
I had to put in the work. I mean, I couldn't be going like 2 days a week or show up sometimes or live or whatever. I had to put in the work. They had to see me grinding, and they saw that, and they recognized that grind, and they recognized that hunger, because you know I'm doing all this for me too, but for them, you know, it's gonna help. I don't want to just take care of like my daughter, you know. I want to make sure I take care of my daughter, my parents, you know, my boys, all that. So they saw that hunger in me, so they were fully on board with it. They saw that hunger, and they see that hunger come out in the ring, and so they my biggest fans right now. Like they be trying to force me to go to the gym. I'm like, I'm already going. Like, you know what I mean? They be, you know, they're the same ones talking about some, why you want to box? If you want money, we'll give it to you. Now it's like a few months later, they talking about something. You gotta make sure you stick on your jab. I'm like, oh, it's crazy. It's like it's a weird change, but I love it, and I love my parents. Cool people.
So why is it that you just don't sit around and just collect the money from your parents, like, you know?
My parents are kind of like my heroes, not even kind of, because they've been through a lot, you know, and I've seen them struggle, and I've seen them get the things they want by just grinding and doing what they need to do, put themselves in the position they need to be in. And I feel like it's time for me to give back. Like, yeah, I'll accept a little money here and there from my mom, but really, I'll mostly tell her like, nah, you know, let's give that to my daughter. Let's like, you know, let's get something. She's all on board with that, because she treats my daughter like it's her own child. Like that's like my little sister or something. So yeah, I love that. So I just want to take care of them for a change, you know. Like I want them to be easy. I want to make them comfortable. If they've been through a lot, and I feel like they deserve it. I hope so.
So like, what are the difficulties that come like when it comes to like boxing and stuff, like financial, physical, like what you've been having to deal with when it comes to?
I mean, it's having a daughter and going 50-50, you know, like child support and stuff, but like, it's not even on anything, like anything for my daughter, man. Like I'm gonna get to it for her, anything for my daughter. Like that money stuff is no problem for her. I mean, when you're an amateur, you don't get paid right away. One time you get paid, it's like, I'm pretty sure when you pro where like we can get like we go on like the U.S. team, like when they USA Boxing pick you up. I'm pretty sure that's what time you get paid, like those elite level amateurs type stuff. But I'm not there yet, so I'm going to be, and that's the goal. So you know what I mean. I'm gonna refine my boxing in the amateurs and then go pro. Like I'm not just trying to get a few fights in the amateurs and then go pro, thinking I'm hot stuff. Nah, I wanna, like I said, I pursue excellence in everything I do. I wanna be excellent here at this level, dominate this level, go to pro and dominate there. And the challenges come with a bunch of different things. Like it's grueling. It's a grueling sport. Like they say you can't play boxing. Like nah, you fighting, bro. It's not a game. Like it's not a game at all. It's challenging mentally, physically, spiritually. Like if you just do boxing here and then, you won't be great. You gotta live it. You gotta live boxing. And ever since this year, I mean, I haven't even been to like no parties or anything like that. I don't party. There's nothing wrong with it. Like every now and then, like I feel like if the opportunity came up, I would, step out with some of my boys and them. But that's not the lifestyle I live. I live a boxer lifestyle. You feel me? Like I'm in the gym 6 days a week. So, if you don't commit, you just will not be great. That's just how that sport goes.
So then, like I looking at you, I can tell like this means a lot to you, but I don't know everything. Like I don't know your motivations and all that stuff. What is this to you? Like how far are you trying to go with the boxing? Like,
that's a good question. I'm trying to go.
Like how many years you trying to do it? Like what are you really trying to do? Cause
I'm trying to change the game. I'm trying to put. I'm fighting for me, legacy, and country. Like I'm Liberian. Like people know of us a little bit. Like yeah, those funny Africans. Oh yeah, those Africans that can cook. But I want them to really, I want us to stand for something great. Because I feel like there's a lot of Liberians that do great things. Even like maybe third generation Liberians or second, but they don't claim their roots. Like there's a lot of undercover Liberians that I'm one that I don't want to be that. Like I'm gonna voice loud and proud. Even though I was born in the States, I was born in Philly. I'm still Liberian. I want to voice that. I'm gonna be loud and proud about that. I want to win titles. I want to be undisputed. Like I just want greatness, and I'm gonna achieve it because I don't settle for anything less. I don't ever think about losing. You know what I mean? Like. If a loss comes, of course I'm amateur, if a loss comes, it's not like detrimental to my career. Like I could go lose like 6 times now and it won't even be detrimental to my career because this is where I'm learning and refining my boxing. But that's not even like when I get to that point, like if I lose, then it's like, okay, I gotta move accordingly to make sure I get that win. It's never, I'm gonna lose or if I lose, I gotta hide my record.
So then what does your nutritionist have you doing get you to the next level?
Oh yeah, I mean a lot of people don't really have nutritionists at this level, but I'll take this on really serious. I like being healthy. So my nutritionist, she got me just eating the right things at the right time, especially because at first I'd get a bunch of things that I consider healthy, and I just eat them at random times. Like I might fuck around, eat at 12 o'clock or eat at 11, and that's not really good for your body. You're gonna get bloated in the morning. You're not gonna feel the best, or I'm eating the wrong things before practice. I might fuck around, eat some cassava leaf 30 minutes before practice. You know what I mean? Wow with it. So she taught me how to space things out and eat accordingly. Taught me when to eat my simple carbs, when to eat my complex carbs, stuff like that. So she has that, and that's helped me a lot. It's helped me lose a lot of weight. Yeah, she do everything. I love my nutritionist. Shout out Jack.
So what resources do you use to take yourself to the next level? We know you got a nutritionist, but what other things are you doing to
You mean what, equipment and stuff, or training methods?
Equipment, resources involved, finance, money, all that. So what are you doing to really prepare yourself? How do you
Well, for one, I love sparring people better than me. I love to spar people better than me because that's the only way you're really gonna grow. You know what I mean? When you go in there, it lets you know the heavy bag, it don't hit back. Pads can hit back only so much. That's where you get to try out everything that you've been thinking about doing, things you wanted to do. So I like to spar people better than me. I have a little elevation mask, John. I be running with that, shadow boxing with that. You know, and I also make sure that I have a serious recovery program too. Like, you know, I use a roller, ice, you know, I got like, you know, like the little ointments, stuff like that, you know, make sure I'm straight. So you know, recovery is a big part of it too. You don't want to just like come home from a long day of boxing and then you just hop in bed, or, you know, you just shower and hop in bed. Like, you got to stretch, you got to recover. So I feel like I do a lot of good recovery, and I push myself in my training, you know, so.
Okay, so we got in fighters, we got out fighters, we got sluggers, and we got all-round fighters. Like, what would you say you are? Like, who are you?
I'd say I'm an outfighter, you know, I'm an outfighter, but when I get in there, I can get busy. So, like, I'm not afraid to brawl. I can brawl, and I could box on the outside too. I'm really good at both. I'm really good at spinning my opponent, you know, having them confused where I'm at. I'm unpredictable. I'm long, I'm fast. You know, I'm compact and long at the same time. They don't know what be going on. I always say, like, man, I'm not afraid to fight anybody, but me in a year, I'd be afraid to fight that dude. I always think that, like, the future me, like, that'd be crazy to fight that dude, because my growth is really phenomenal. I feel like, you know, like I said, I've been doing this for 4 months. So, you know, I'm just blessed to be this talented in it. But, you know, when you get to a certain level, everybody gonna have that talent. So, you know, I just got to outwork them, outthink them. You know, it's not just all fighting, you know, with your hands. It's mental too, you know?
So then, you say you're an outfighter. Like, who do you like to watch? Like, who do you like to study? Like,
I got a lot to study. I like to study in no order of anybody being like the best or anything, but I like Shakur Stevenson, Jaron Ennis, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, those guys. I like looking at like some old fighters, Ricardo Lopez, Orlando Canizales. I like Prince Nassim. He a little bit of a showboat, but he's still cold though. He's still cold. Obviously, Money Floyd. You know, I love Money. Love Money May. Those are the fighters I really study. Try to incorporate, you know, pieces of their game into mine. Yeah, I mess with them boys.
okay. So then, when you taking them punches, like, what are you thinking about? When you taking them punches, throwing hits, taking hits, like, what goes through your mind?
I'm thinking about how I'm about to put them in the position to really feel me. You know what I mean? Like I say that in a way of like,
Hey, yo.
nah, Pete, not like that. Pause. Pause. Feel me as in, like, you know, like they know what's coming. You know what I mean? Pause. I'll put them in a position of pain. Nigga, pain, straight pain, evil intentions. But nah, I like to set them up. I like to pick my opponents apart. So when I'm taking hits, I don't really get discouraged or anything. You know, I just think of, okay, I got hit with this. Why did I get hit with that? And I think all these things throughout the fight. Like, I'll get hit, oh, why did I get hit with that? I'm looking at his, you know, his feet, his footwork, his arms and things like that, his head movement, why I got hit with that, what I can do to stop that, how I can stop him, how I can put myself in a better position to get the angle, you know, to cut him off, things like that. I don't really get hit and get discouraged and things like that.
All right, so then, that's what's up. So then, what do you want the kids, or like, what do you want the young boys to like understand about you? Like, what do you want them to know?
I want them to understand that you don't be procrastinating things. You know what I mean? Don't be procrastinating things, and also, when it comes to your dreams or things you want to obtain, don't say I'm gonna be like I need the work to get to. You got to think you're that now. If I were to train and I trained mediocre, right? And then I said, okay, well, one of these days I'm a be better. I'm gonna be better at training. I'm gonna be better at that. That's not how you become great. You got to do it now. You got to be great now. That's how the legacy. That's how the story goes. You don't You know, people who are great, they don't just do the mediocre things and then they just became great. That makes no sense. You got to be great now. You got to do what you can do. I don't mean like outwork yourself, you know, still be great within the limits that, you know, your coach has set for you and stuff like that. You know, surpass your limits in a healthy way. But you got to be great now. And that's with anything. That's with anything, whether it's music, whether you dancing, whether you boxing, everything. You got to do great now. You got to think, I'm going to do the best now. I'm going to pursue excellence now. Because that's the only way. That's the only way you can truly be great. I mean?
That shit was so beautiful.